Forensic voice identification is not a new concept at all, either from a criminal prosecution standpoint, from a law enforcement standpoint. It's been around a long time. Biometrics is a more recent technology that is continuing to develop, but is also, there are examples of it being used. For example, Owen utilized the same technology that he used to analyze the 911 audio in the Zimmerman case that he also used for the Sheila Dabalu case, which was a murder case in Connecticut that resulted in a conviction. So it's not unheard of.
Okay. Does he look hurt to you?
I can't see him. I don't want to go out there. I don't know what's going on. So.
Well, there's several different methods that various experts utilize. Some are more expert-based. They're more subjective. They rely on human analysis and a comparison of in-context examples. Others, such as Tom Owen, use what's called biometrics, which is a computerized system that analyzes the individual aspects of a voice, much in the way that the ridges of a finger create a fingerprint, to try and create a voice print that can be compared. Two different experts that we reached out to both came to the same conclusion. They both determined that they do not believe that it is George Zimmerman's voice crying out for help in the 911 call. The reason, the biometric analyst basically said that the computer is telling him that these voices don't match, that the characteristics that Zimmerman's voice the characteristics don't match the 911 yelling. The other analyst is basing it on his experience and a close listening to the two tapes. Basically what he's saying is the voice that he hears yelling in those 911 calls is the voice of a young person, a person younger than George Zimmerman, and that's based on his experience from years working in this. The phrase that the biometric analyst used was reasonable scientific certainty. But he said that given the audio, the quality of the audio in this case, and the result that he returned, that basically this is a much better case scenario than he would typically see. The audio is better than what he would generally see in a controversy such as this, and the results of his software's analysis bear that out. It's a situation though where when it gets to a court proceeding, sometimes you'll see experts that represent both the prosecution and the defense. It is ultimately, particularly in the non-biometric analysis, an opinion. Just like everything that's come up in this ongoing controversy, people have very strong opinions about whether or not this technology, this type of expert analysis, is valid and to what extent it can be trusted. People question whether or not this technology could really compare a screaming voice to a calm or at least even a slightly agitated voice. It really hasn't. Rather than provide resolution, it's yet another example where people are coming at it from a lot of different perspectives and trying to figure out, how exactly it fits into their perspective. For OrlandoSentinel.com, I'm Jeff Weiner.